Hey preschool coaches, welcome to week 13 of the spring semester, and we are getting awfully close to showcase, so we'll be doing lots of review skills this week. As far as our position of the week, that's going to be our lunge, so that's 1 foot in front, arms up by our ears. We can review that in our warm-up. And then skill of the week is we're doing hands up, toes down, and hands down, toes up, or mostly review skills. So lots of handstands, cartwheels, and rolling that we'll see this week. As far as warm-ups, we are celebrating spring theme this week. We have up here a insect and butterfly position dice that has different movements and shapes they can do, like buzz like a bee, fly like a fly, and flutter like a butterfly. So that could be a fun way to change up our positions. You could also incorporate the parachute. We have lots of loose flowers. We can play parachute games with the flowers as well. So that is it. Remember to go over our rules and have fun with our spring review week. All right, let's get started with the first half of our floor setup. So again, we are reviewing our lunge position this week. So we're going to start over here on the rainbow mat with our lunge walks. So they'll start their lunge and take big lunge steps across the rainbow. Next, we got hands down, toes up, or handstand, starting in their lunge. If you have really littles, they can practice their horsey kicks or their donkey kicks if you need to. Next, they're going to come over here and we're practicing our lunge in lever shape. So they're going to lever down to pick up the flower. I'll do it from this side so you can see it a little better. Start in our lunge shape. They're going to lever down, lift up their back leg, pick the flower, and put it back. Next, we have a tree pose. So they're going to be a spring tree. There's a sign here to help them remember the shape. Toe by knee. And that is it for the first half of our floor obstacle course. Let's talk second half of our floor obstacle course. So over here is going to be either our monkey jump or our cartwheel. So that will probably be your main spotting station. So there's little dots to help them remember to start in their lunge position. They pick up and over to lunge on their other side leg. Next, they're going to come over. And we have a trampoline here. They can practice their stretch jumps, or if your class needs to work on their tucks or straddles, you can review any shapes that they may need for whatever level you're teaching. Next, we've got Spider-Man handstand, hands down, toes up. Next, they have a forward roll through the flowers. So starting standing tall, looking at belly, and rolling all the way down. And that is the second half of our floor obstacle course. Remember, you can run that in 2 halves, or if you have a bigger class, you can run the whole thing as an 8-station circuit. All right, let's take a look at our beam setup for this week. So they will start on the little spring duck. You can have them give a quack if you want to. Then on the first beam, we're going to review our knee scale. So that is, they're going to come to their knees and lift their puppy dog tail. You can also have them practice standing all the way up by placing their foot in front and coming to standing. If you have a more advanced group, you could even have them practice their knee or V-sit and knee scale. So coming through our tuck and a V. To our knee scale. Next, they're going to practice their airplane or their arabesque. Then they're going to practice tucking down and picking the flowers. So they have to squat down and bring their chest to their knees, pick the flowers, and put them back. All the way down, they tuck down, pick up. Next, they're going to practice their bunny hops on the big road beam. You tell them to put their bunny ears up and hop. Next, we're going to practice our forward releve, or if you need more of a challenge for your class, they could do high kicks or backwards walk, whatever you would like to work on for your group. Next, they're going to practice their dismount, which could either be a jump and freeze, or if your class is working on the cartwheel dismount, they'll start in their lunge, go for a kick up, and feet to the side. Next, they're going to practice their lunge position again on the balance beam by taking lunge walks through the frogs. So big steps, allow them to take big, long steps and bend their front knee. Again, they have another trampoline set up at the end of beam. You can work on straight, tuck, star jumps, whatever you would like to have your class drill on for trampoline jumps. All right, moving on to our bar setup. So we got lots of flowers over here. It's very pretty, looks like a little garden. At the first bar, that's our main spotting station. So you've got things like your jump to front support, pullovers, casts, forward roll dismounts, those kind of things. And then they're going to go up to the second bar. And we're working to review our straddle hang. So you can tell them to put their hands in the middle and try to put their toes on the flowers. Their straddle hang. Next, on the P-bars, we're going to review our straddle over. It's been a while since we've talked about that one. So they're going to press and hold, lift up to a straddle. If you have a more advanced class, they can practice the straddle travels where they reach in front, bring the feet behind, swing down through, and do another one. And then on the little P-bars, we're going to do our tuck hold. So that's one from way early in the semester, where they press down, knees to belly. Last, they get to go through the spring rainbow tunnel, and that will be it for their floor circuit. Or excuse me, not floor, bars. Bar circuit. Last but not least, we have vault for this week. So they're going to start with some trapeze swings, because they all love the swings, so they can take a few swings and land on the purple. And then you'll see some horses. So they're going to practice their gallops. It's been a while since we do this, and sometimes this is really hard for the little ones. So our gallop, one foot starts in front, and the other leg comes up to meet it. So close to a skip, but not quite. So again, they'll take their swings, they'll find the horses, and they're going to gallop from one horse to the other, pulling their back leg behind them. Next, they're either going to work, depending on which age group you've got, donkey kicks or squat on. So we got our donkey kicks where they're jumping, bouncing our feet. Your kids are working squat ons, they're going to bring their knees up to their belly and try to jump onto the block. Next, they have a little handstand station. So again, that's hands down, toes up. Then when they come to the big trampoline, we're gonna work on a little pattern. They're gonna go straight, tuck, star jump. Straight, tuck, star jump. So they have to remember 3 things in a pattern. Then, this will also be your main spotting station. They'll practice their backwards rolls. So that's sitting down. They're gonna make their stop in their pizza hands, tuck their chin all the way to their chest, roll back, big push to land. I'm gonna turn this around so you can see the rest of vault. Over here, after they finish their backwards rolls, is another lever station. So another hands down, toes go up. So they'll start in their lunge, hands go to the circles, and they kick their back leg. They stand back up in their lunge. So hands down, hands up. Last but not least, they're gonna come over. I know you can't see this very well, but there is a bunny mat. They're gonna hop with all the spring bunnies. They can put their bunny ears up and hop all the way back to the purple mat, where they will start back over with their trapeze swings. That will be your vault circuit for this week. Hope you have fun.